Hi everyone. Today we're going to take just a couple minutes to look over Fisher's exact test when comparing proportions. And this is, you can only do it on PSPP if you have the raw data. So again, I have my file here of these schooling test grades, reading, writing, math, science, social studies, based on the different parameters. And what we're going to do is we're going to see if there is a difference in proportions of males and females versus public and private schools. So based on our sample. So we go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, and then down here where it says crosstabs. And now I've already have it filled in from earlier, but the rows here is going to be the response variable. And the column is going to be the explanatory variable. So the column is the gender, the row is the school type. And then I'm going to go down to cells, and column and total are probably clicked off when you first open it up. So I'm just going to unclick them so there's a little less clutter in the output. So I'm only going to have count and row checked off, but you can have other ones checked off too. It's not really going to make a difference. And I'll click continue, and then I'll click OK. And now here is my summary. I have 200 cases. None of them are missing, which is good. And then here is my table here, my 2x2 table. So the number of females in the private schools, the number of males in the private schools, and the percentages of female and male. And then the same with the public. And then we're going to go down here, and we're just going to look at this right here, Fisher's exact test. We go over, and it gives us the two-tailed p-value and the one-tailed p-value. And we notice they're both pretty large, so in either case, whether our alternative hypothesis is they're not equal or one's bigger than the other, we can see here that we can't disregard the null hypothesis. And so we conclude that the proportions are equal. Right? And if you look at the proportions, they are pretty equal depending on male and female. And that's really all you can do right now. Again, you need the raw data to do the Fisher's exact test with the PSPP, but if you just have the proportions and the counts themselves, doing it by hand really isn't too hard. So feel free to play around with this, and we'll talk about the other things like the chi-squared number later on next week. Okay, so have fun, and let me know if you have any questions.